Well, howdy. Welcome all and y'all and y'all and y'all, all y'all, no, y'all, no, in. I've been waiting all day for this. Dude,
Well,
that was...
some people are excited about
That
it.
was me yesterday. Yesterday for Heart of the Woods, I was like so stoked to like put the soundtrack up for like the countdown music. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna put those two songs. They're gonna be good. 'Cause it's good. So let's get to Yeehaw and hit the road.
We've only got about a week left of this of this romancing
Oh man.
visual novels. It's doing that thing again.
Hey, you can't. What the heck? Why?
You did that on
do you care?
purpose, didn't you?
Why you already added that thing? What's it doing? What's all this nonsense about? Hey!
Hey.
Alrighty. I was super excited how that was too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Why did it crash when It didn't crash, it just pooped. Don't poop.
Doesn't like whatever you're doing.
That's us.
Yeah. Do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Wait.
Do it.
6th? Okay. I was trying to figure out their date format here. Everyone's small, big, which is weird to me. Alright, can we go back? That's right. Okay, they're asleep at the stratosphere. Okay.
Why must my howdy be illegal?
I have no idea. Maybe someday we'll figure it out. And then they woke up. Oh no, it's the trio. We're the trio now. Okay. Alright. The air was abuzz with excitement. The frenetic music that blasted from the loudspeakers was drowned out by all the conversation. Boxes slammed, booths scraped, burgers sizzled as merriment ensued. From corner to corner, nearly every inch of free space was covered with someone selling something. An assortment of booths offered plushies, shirts, keychains, and all other manner of touristy crap. Large signboards used bright colors, big pictures, and small words to list the locations and topics of several panels. For a sec, I thought you were playing a game called Alien Fest in Vegas. I'm sorry. No, we're at the Alien Con in Vegas within Highway Blossoms. Our alien overlords and you, how to survive in a post-occupation world.
I'm not saying it was aliens.
Live in concert, the crop circles. And look at this, we've got our little
I hate it
Roswell
so much. Oh, geez.
groovy Asgard down here.
You know, this has probably actually happened in Vegas.
Of course. Multiple times, I'm sure. Although I can understand how something called Alien Fest in Vegas you think was some weird dating sim or something that we were doing.
This tastes like watermelon, gummy sour things.
That's the kanji for light right there. I don't know what the rest of that says.
I'm so proud of you.
Hanging banners pointed the way to other attractions like the swap meet and game hall. Hi!
Hello!
Hello!
Just to give you a little bit of background, this is
Chocobo pretzels. Oh no.
This is the continuation of a previous game that we played called Highway Blossoms, and it's a wonderful romantic story about Mariah and Marina and road tripping for gold.
Well,
basically.
Amber and Marina.
Amber.
I mean, Mariah's in it. She's right here.
Right.
But she's
Okay.
not one of the. She's a side.
Amber
character.
and Marina are involved. Mariah is different.
Ooh, nice blossoms on the right. Near the front entrance, the trio had just arrived. Her hands on her hips, Mariah surveyed the area like a pirate captain scanning the seas. All around, dumb schmucks ripe for the swindling went about their business, completely indifferent. Two girls farting around the stratosphere. I mean, yeah.
Basically.
Beside her, Tess stared out into the ocean of faces, hoping to see Marina's familiar bright one. But no, they were more like gloomy gray clouds, she decided. Joe watched it all happen. What the heck
What
is
is this?
What is
What do
this?
you want to see first?
Oh, that's right. Can we... Preferences? Can we set audio options on people?
Yeah, we need to.
And we throw in master voice. Loud. Everyone's at 100%. Okay.
To bring down the music and sound. I think.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Okay, we'll just do that. He'd been directing the question at Tess, but it was Mariah who answered. It's getting darker later, and I, for one, am stoked for sunshine. Sunshine's a good thing.
What do you think? We're gonna head to the swap meet, like we decided. That's where all the suckers will be at.
I hate her so much.
Suckers.
I hate her.
So you'd head there first, then.
You're damn right it does. What? You think you've got a better idea floating in that head of yours?
Also, how is everyone? Like, happy Thursday.
Yay!
It's Thursday.
We also had a pretty gnarly snowstorm yesterday? Yesterday and the day
Yesterday
before?
and the night, yeah, last night and the night before.
So anybody
All
who's
yesterday.
local, you know what it's like. Hopefully you got to snuggle into some warm blankets and such.
I wish we got snow this year.
I'd most have been asking the kid who wanted to be here. You know, the one who clearly needs some cheering up.
Yeah, we're here at the Alien Expo because of her.
Well, hello, it's the 34th day of the week. I'm so sorry.
Oh no.
Pretty great today. Good to hear.
Fine. Hey kid, you wanna go to the swap meet?
Tess shrugged.
This is good.
She didn't particularly feel like going to the swap meet, but she didn't feel like doing anything else either. Because Tess has depression. As an 11-year-old, it sets in early. More than anything, she felt tired. It wasn't the kind of tired where you need to sleep more. It was more like the kind of tired where you just don't want to get, you don't want to get out of bed. Yeah, okay, so it's, okay, that's what's going on.
See? She likes the idea.
Why do they always have to be one of those three, man?
Wait. Who has to be one?
The classic three types of games. It's a Nintendo game.
Oh!
Why?
That's what you meant. I know what you guys are doing, but sarcastically, your jobs are great!
I actually had a horrible day.
Gripping her sister's shoulder like a rag doll, Mariah started to drag Tess off towards a swap meet. Joe held out an arm to stop her.
Why don't you go handle this one on your own? I'll take Tess and go do something fun.
Fun? Fun? What's the use of fun? You can't pay for
Bye, Tess.
shit with fun.
Mine was I.
You can't pay
Nice.
anything if you waste all your money gambling. But that's never stopped you before.
Well, if somebody would count the cards like they're supposed to, then it wouldn't be such a waste.
Is she still on about that one game where they gambled away
She
the
might
treasure?
be.
Tell you what, I'll give you $10. Surely that's got to be enough to get you started, right?
$10? I couldn't blow my nose with $10.
Is she already drunk?
Is she already drunk? Yeah.
Fine, 20.
Mariah eyed him slyly, calculating just how far she could push Joe's generosity and patience. Finally, she held out a hand.
Deal.
Joe slid a crisp $20 bill from his wallet and passed it to Mariah.
I haven't felt a crisp bill in years.
Yeah. She sniffed it, licked it once to be sure, and then pocketed it.
Maybe see if you can get some of the cookies.
Parents are yelling, Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
Basically, and then she just.
Yeah, she already took off.
Yep.
Don't spend it all in one place.
Bye.
I want that jumpsuit.
Mariah just growled in response, not having a comeback, but not wanting Joe to get the last word in. Like a cat fallen from the banister, she sauntered away with the illusion of dignity. I think it's safe to bet that Mariah is always drunk. Yeah. Do the underdog thing and bite paper money to make sure it's real. She had a plan, but of course it wasn't one she could admit to Joe. He would think that she'd gone soft if he knew she was worried about Tess. But after reading the messages her sister was sending, it was Mariah's phone after all, she knew that something had to be done. Oh, look at her. Not being horrible 100% of the time.
Just 90.
Just 90. That was why she had agreed to come to this stupid alien convention anyway, because Tess wanted to. Even though anyone with half a brain knew that the supernatural convention down at the Excalibur would be way more lucrative.
She's in this for like pickpocketing.
Or just general scamming.
Yeah.
The cash she had would be more than enough to find a gift for Tess, and if she was savvy and could talk her way into a discount, should be plenty left over for her to spend on herself, too. Once Mariah left and he was finally granted some peace, Joe knelt down so he was closer to Tess's eye level.
All right, kiddo, let's try that again. The convention is your oyster. What do you want to do?
I like Joe a lot.
Joe's good. Tess shrugged, more interested in the gum stuck on the ground near Joe's foot than in any of her surroundings. It was stretched thin and gross, ignored unless it was causing someone a problem.
Text Marina, I guess.
Text me! Text me!
Joe is the most wholesome, yeah.
Isn't he?
That doesn't count.
What's up with
Something
so
that
much?
isn't on your phone.
Her list of hobbies exhausted, Tess just stood and waited to be told what to do.
What about some of the games? Want to see if we can win you some sort of prize?
If you want.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, it's not about what I want today. It's about you. What sounds fun to you?
Where's
Kent
in the
this?
game?
It just happened that there was someone named Marina in it. We didn't name a character.
I love that clip though.
Yep. Tess thought long and hard. She couldn't come up with an answer.
Right. Games it is. Nothing gets the old dopamine pumping like some carnival games.
Joe didn't know if that was true, but he desperately hoped it was. The first game they stopped at was a test of strength. A big yellow pressure plate sat invitingly at the base of an illustrated tractor beam. At the top of the beam was a UFO, complete with flashing LED lights.
Ooh.
Every game has a character named Marina these days. See also Mischief Makers.
Wait.
All right, this one's an old classic. Watch and learn. I'll get it warmed up for you.
With extra pomp, Joe rolled up his sleeves and flexed his arms, accepting a large mallet from the bored-looking college student running the game. He glanced down to make sure Tess was watching. She was, or at least she was staring in the general direction of the game. And then Joe swung. He put his back into it and his full body weight too. The mallet crashed against the pressure plate, illuminating the first in a trail of lights that ran all the way from the base to the UFO. First one light turned yellow, then another, and then it stopped after just 3 lights. It wasn't even a fifth of the way upboard. "You're not even worth abducting," a scoreboard taunted.
Here's your prize, sir.
The attendant's voice couldn't have been more flat or boring. He offered Joe a basket of aluminum badges, each bearing a small illustration of a cartoon alien. Joe picked one at random and dropped it into his pocket.
Okay, your turn. Let's see what you've got.
Tess grasped the mallet, which was almost half her height. She lifted it until it was just barely over her shoulders and then brought it down, letting gravity do most of the work.
And
The mallet clacked off the pressure plate as the light began to streak upwards once again. It passed the first, then the second and third, quickly eclipsing Joe's score. What?
That makes sense.
It continued to climb and climb until it reached the apex. The UFO lit up, making a clattering and chiming sound in celebration. What?
Rigged.
Did he just like barely tap it, or I'm
I
confused?
don't know.
The person manning the game approached Tess carrying an immense UFO-shaped pillow. It was almost as big as one of the tires on the RV.
Yeah.
Here's your prize, ma'am.
He sounded just as unimpressed as he had been by Joe's score.
Hey, great job.
Tess struggled to wrap her arms around her new prize as Joe clapped in support.
You did it. You hit the jackpot. How's it feel? Pretty good, right?
Not really.
Tess.
Doesn't feel like anything.
He tried not to let it bother him. Oh, sweetie.
Sounds like we just haven't found the right game for you yet. Come on, let's try the next one.
So, quick story. When I remember when I was about 10 or 11, we went to Lagoon, and my sisters were like 5. And my sisters won like a bunch of different prizes and all sorts of things, and I was kind of left out. And so like we were leaving the park, and I was getting really sad. They're like, "Is there anything else you wanted to do?" And I was like, "I wanted a prize." And so my dad took me back to like one of the prize booths just by the entrance. I don't even remember what kind of game it was. And he let me win this little lion. And I think I have him back home somewhere, and his name is Chance because I got a second chance to play one of the carnival games.
Cute. Tess followed dutifully, clinging to the pillow that Joe had been so excited for her to win. Next, the pair arrived at a decorated skee ball machine, complete with crop circle theming around the goals.
Ever played one of these before? Do you know how it works?
Tess shook her head.
It's a real test of skill, not luck. You've got to focus for this one.
At the end of a long ramp, several slots were arranged across a blackboard. Plastic corrals surrounded each hole with point values painted
Don't worry
on.
about aiming for the big money. Go for the easier shots that you know you can make.
Summarizing both his game plan and his life philosophy, Joe readied himself for the game to begin. 5 plastic balls were dispensed near his hand, and he picked one up, getting a feel for the weight. With a bowler's dramatic flourish, he sent the first ball careening up the ramp. It bounced off the lip, nearly landing in the 30-point prize zone, but instead bouncing back into the 10-pointer.
Dang, close one.
Both of Joe's next throws missed, while the fourth one landed in the 20-point zone.
All right, it's the last one. Need at least 20 more points to win a prize. Think you can cheer me on?
How do I do that?
How do I cheer?
Whatever feels right to you, kiddo.
What is going on?
Okay, Twitch just auto-modded.
As in, like, okay, I can understand maybe what that one is. Yeah, thank you. Got myself some snacks.
What?
Twitch, how do I tell you to stop being dumb?
Wow.
She thought about it for a moment, then Tess stepped forward and awkwardly reached up to pat Joe's shoulder twice.
Good luck.
Oh. Child.
Joe stared down the 20-point hole, channeling all of his focus and concentration. He pictured a crosshair in his mind, pinpointing the exact spot the ball needed to land. Is this DLC? This is DLC. Yeah. He stepped back, practicing the shot a couple times. Then, with a solemn nod, he stepped forward and threw. The ball went wide, missing the target by a number of inches, and instead rolling into the 10-point zone. Game. A series of red lights and disappointed trombone music reminded them that 40 points was not enough to qualify for a prize. Hang on, I broke the mic. There we go.
Yay.
Well, you can't win them all.
Sorry. Guess I'm back.
Yay, sound effect.
No!
He struggled once again to think of something mature and adult-like to say, but what could you say to a kid who was having such unkid-like thoughts?
Why don't you give this one a shot? Here, I'll hold that.
After accepting the UFO plushie, he ushered Tess towards the game. He stared up at the target area. Since Joe wanted her to try, she would try. Without bothering to get a feel like Joe did, Tess made her first shot. The ball whizzed over the ramp and sank neatly into the 20-point zone.
Nice going.
Shot 2 landed in the 10-pointer. Shot 3 was another 20. Even though shot 4 was a miss, Tess was guaranteed a prize. In shot 5, Joe came to stand behind her, crouching down to see the game from Tess's level.
All right, last shot. You can go for something safe, like another 10 points, or you can aim big, try to double your score. What's it gonna be?
Tess threw the ball, not caring too much where it landed.
That's how you win sometimes.
The ball sailed over and cracked against the 50-point zone, but didn't make it in. It ran down between 2 other slots and then finally disappeared into the 40-point hole.
Woo! Go Tess!
Once again, Joe whooped and hollered in celebration, trying to have enough enthusiasm for the two of them.
Isn't that the way sometimes?
It totally is the
Where
way
you
sometimes.
overcompensate?
Oh my gosh. But after Tess had accepted her prize, a t-shirt that was 3 sizes too big for her, she didn't look any happier. Why am I the only one being attacked? Oh, for the things where Twitch is like, sorry, these 2 letters. It's like,
Ow.
What about now? Heart racing, blood boiling?
Still no.
Why does she want to be here anyway?
I don't remember.
Mars Explorer.
Still not determined to give in. Oh, I know what you're doing there. I know what you're doing there with the Mars Explorer. That was the old elementary school internet filter trigger. At this point, Joe just wants to be there more, yeah. Not determined to give in, Joe led them on to the next game.
Now this
Is pod racing.
is sure to make you really feel alive.
Struts! There was a shooting range game with a small laser gun attached to a tether. Several feet away, cardboard aliens that were varying degrees of grotesque would pop up with targets stamped across them.
Easy as pie.
Yeah. I mean, she wants to be here because Marina said she might show up. That's...
You aim,
What can I say?
Joe closed one eye and raised the gun up as he leveled it at the target.
wait for it.
One of the high-value cutouts, an especially hideous thing with purple skin and horns and tentacles, was due to pop up any second. Any seconds.
Any seconds.
Any seconds. The moment it reared its ugly head, Joe pulled the trigger. But just a second later, it disappeared again, Joe's shot having gone wide and missed. Boom! Headshot!
I thought it was like the more subtle, like, boom, headshot.
No, I mean, I don't know who's the original, but the original that I know is Pure Ownage back in 2002 or 3. Pod racing like got me. Yeah, excellent. Yeah, Doug the FPS enthusiast. Oh my gosh. It didn't age particularly well, but
Not
it is
really.
a
You tried
part
making
of
me watch it
it is
with
a
you.
part of internet history. It's
Pieces of it were good.
one of the first like pioneers of an internet TV series.
Yeah. Web series.
Web series, yeah. Sighing, he placed the gun back in its holster.
Well, I was never much good at these. But I bet you can step up there and show an old geezer like me how it's done, right?
Joe, you boomer. Wordlessly, Tess stepped forward and readied the toy gun. When the targets first started to move, she began firing lazily, her motions shaky and random. But as fate would have it, her shots were finding their marks. Not everyone landed, but many did. With each hit, there was an accompanying sound effect to add to the hype. Well, if there had been any hype to begin with. Tess fired with the cold indifference of a hardened criminal until the timer ran out. That line just tickled me. She didn't even bother to check the score and simply accepted the prize that was thrust upon her, ready to be forgotten. Joe extended a hand, offering to carry some of the burden. He loaded the UFO plushie from the first game onto his shoulder, giving Tess an easier time.
This is an interesting relationship because, like, she's clearly, you know, wanting to see Marina, and like she'll totally just light right up when she sees her. But Joe's trying so hard to connect with her, but because he's always around, you can't really do that.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard.
The two of them headed away from the shooting range, finding a spot to sit down near an empty stairway. Joe poked the prize in Tess's arms to get her attention.
I reckon you've got one of the best records of anyone here at this con. If your sister were around, I'm sure she'd be chomping at the bit to find a way to make some
This is
money
true.
off that.
Just looked him up. Apparently, FPS Doug just got engaged. He posted some pics. Oh my gosh! Woo! Boom! Wedge shot. Beautiful, beautiful.
Oh, that's more than I could have asked for.
What about you, though? Did you have a good time?
What is going on? I need to go beat up Automod. I need to go beat it up. I need to go beat up Automod. I don't know how, but I'm gonna go beat it up. I'm gonna scrape its knees across the asphalt.
Ah.
Look at me,
Hey, I'm modding.
Yes, thank you. Tess was quiet for a long moment, which Joe took as a good sign. If she had to think about it, then the answer couldn't just be an easy no. I still wear a Pure Ownage hat in winter. Nice. Then she pulled out her cell phone, staring down at its blank screen as if it might have better news. Maybe a message from Marina? Nothing. Had Marina forgotten her after all?
I don't forget.
Wasn't it the next day? How many days is this con going on?
I don't know.
In its defense, you have a good history of typos. So Automod hates up. Love you. The girl staring back at her from the pristine glass looks like a stranger.
Other people fun. Why can't I have fun too?
Ah!
Baby!
The quiet solemnity of Tess's question took Joe off guard, even though he knew he should be used to it by now.
Well, that's because...
Racked his brain, hoping to stumble across something poignant to say.
There's something wrong with me, isn't there?
I mean, technically, but not in a, like, your fault kind of way. It's the
And not
same
your
way that some people
personality?
need glasses kind of way.
Also, your sister kind of sucks and is really abrasive towards you, so...
It wasn't even a question, just a statement. Joe sighed and just put what he hoped was a comforting arm around Tess's shoulders. This was going to be harder than he thought.
Amber! My turn.
Oh, that's right.
Marina and I show up to Sweet Tooth bright and early. Me awake as ever, Marina still complaining about just how early it is.
That's right. They agreed to help Cassie, was her name?
Yes.
Make some kinds of things.
Amber decided
Amber said, hey, let's do
that they're
this.
gonna do it. And Marina is more than a bit jealous.
And Amber's oblivious.
Yes. When we knock on the door, Cassie swiftly lets us in.
Wow, I kinda didn't expect you guys to really show up. When Amber sets her mind on something, there's no stopping her. You two are both lifesavers, honestly. I've been here for a few hours already.
I'd prefer to be a spree.
Are you running this thing solo?
Yep, just me. My recipes, my decorations, all of it's mine.
Sparkle, sparkle, sparkle,
I
sparkle.
should have done some of this stuff days ago, but you know how that is. What are we making? Candy? Nah, the candy's all finished. We're gonna make crispy rice treats. Come on, we'll use the main kitchen.
She can't say...
Can't say Rice Krispie treats. Oh, no, the stream! Oh, no!
Also, do you remember the Rice Krispie treats from Dave and Cranky?
Oh! With love and admiration and the longing of the one who
Lots
got
of
away.
butter.
All the food from Dave and Cranky's is the one that got away.
She guides us through the dark store.
Oh!
Uh-oh.
Shoot!
Ooh, I am curious about Marina's perspective because...
Oh, man. Can we save?
Yeah.
Can
Go
we?
ahead and
Well,
save.
but can we actually, though, is the question. Oh, yeah. Okay, right-click. Save. We're going to save here. Boom. All right.
Cool.
All right. Marina's perspective first.
Yeah.
I miss those Rice Krispie treats made with those green and red marshmallows.
Make
Holy
sure
crap,
you
those
guys
were
wash your
awesome.
hands.
Yes.
The kitchen we're in is super professional. There's all kinds of scary-looking equipment with dials and knobs and sensors. All of it's made of shiny metal, like we're already on a UFO. I guess that would explain how I ended up in Bizarro Land with Bizarro Amber. As if waking up before the sun isn't bad enough. It's for the sake of this random girl that Amber barely knows. Okay, sure, it's not like Amber hasn't ever helped out random girls before, but it's so rare that I can't help but feel like the alarm bells in my own head are going off. Whatever, Marina, it's just one day. You can put up with Amber being insensitive for a day, right? I already know that I can, of course. I've done that for a lot of days.
Oh, you all need to be better at communicating.
Mm-hmm.
Nope, never. You?
Tons of times. I'm a pro at these.
I can make candy too. I'm interesting too.
And I'm going to make the best freaking batch of my life, I add in my head. No way am I going to let myself get shown up here.
Oh, really? Do you eat them all yourself?
If Amber's a pro at anything, it's finding ways to tease me.
I wish. They're a crowd pleaser when you've got a family full of little kids.
It's almost like being, like a month of being a couple isn't enough.
So, what you're saying is, I should leave it all to you.
No way. You're the one who signed us up for this.
I know she's kidding, but it still stings. Because it's basically proof that she doesn't really want to be doing this either.
Hey, it's just helping out a friend.
An acquaintance that you met yesterday.
Well, she met her once a month or two ago.
I can't help but glare over at Cassie, making sure she's not listening. Cassie's not a bad person, I don't think. She's probably got no idea how I'm feeling over here. Doesn't change the fact that things would be a lot easier right now if she didn't exist. I like the new faces that, yeah. I like how they've expanded and elaborated.
Yeah.
A friend. Amber, you've known her for like 2 minutes.
Enough time for our entire trip to get rebuilt around her, though.
That's about how long I knew you when I let you in the RV.
That's true.
Totally different things.
They are, right? I was stuck on the side of the road and probably would have died of heat stroke in like an hour if Amber hadn't shown up. And then from there, it wasn't like Amber had anything else going on. She didn't have a girlfriend who was already struggling to be good enough. All I wanted to do was see Tess and spend time with Amber. Is that too much to ask?
Sorry, I thought it'd be fun for us both.
I sigh. At this point, we're committed. Or at least I am. May as well try to make the best of it, right?
Well, it can still be fun. Come on, Cassie's probably wondering why it's taking us so long to wash our hands.
Oh, Amber. You want to go back and take it from Amber's perspective? Or just continue?
I just want to continue.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah, sure. We join Cassie at the long counter and put on the clear plastic gloves that she hands us. She starts doling out supplies, pots and pans, utensils and ingredients. There's already a few pans of stuff boiling on a stove.
Thanks again for helping out. Seriously, I mean it. Let me know if there's anything I can do to make it up to you. Once we're done here, I can drive us to the con. Does that work?
I glance at Marina, who shrugs.
Sure. It's having to park the RV at a casino.
An RV, huh? And you met while driving? I'm guessing there's a good story in here somewhere, right?
It's kind of an unbelievable one, really. Like, if someone told me it happened to them, I'd think they were lying.
Okay, now I've gotta know.
I mean, as long as she's
2
interested
months
in their
ago,
relationship,
Did
you know.
you ever hear about this journal?
Then everyone died.
At first, we try to keep it brief, but Cassie makes it clear that she wants the whole story. So we start with the first piece of treasure and go from there. Marina and I take turns talking and fill in the blanks when the other starts to stumble or forgets detail. While we talk, Cassie finishes the prep work. That includes moving the stuff from the stove into trays to cool. Then she starts to set up the news stations for us to make treats. Other than occasionally asking for clarification on something, she doesn't ever interrupt. I finish up the story with our arrival back in Las Vegas just yesterday. When I'm done, Cassie looks at me, then at Marina. She shakes her head.
Wow. That's really all I can say. Wow.
Told you it was pretty unbelievable.
Yeah, you sure did. I was expecting you to be high school sweethearts who eloped or something. Not a John Wayne movie. Everyone's been talking about the gold, the journal, the people who found it. My boss even wanted to do some promo event where we'd have gold-plated chocolate bars to capitalize on the hype. And here you are, helping me out. It's pretty surreal.
It's been one surreal moment after another for us. You get used to them eventually.
Maybe you do. The road sounds a hell of a lot more interesting than things here.
Take me with you. You should come with us. Amber, no!
This is Las Vegas, though. It's one of the most famous cities in the world. How's that not interesting?
They have great food.
You have great food. It was actually interesting when last time we were in Vegas, we just like
In the before times.
In the before times, yeah. We chatted with this bartender at Burger. It was, I think.
Burger. It's Gordon Ramsay's burger joint. Basically, if you're a famous chef, like all of their ultimate desire is to open a burger place for some inexplicable reason. Like Thomas Keller wants to open a burger place. Gordon Ramsay opens a burger place. Like something about burgers, man.
But yeah, well, we just like talked with that bartender the entire time we were there for like an hour.
It was great.
Like, monopolize his time, but he was saying like working in Vegas, like it's really interesting and weird. Like it's kind of just like a zombie thing, like because if you like live and work in Vegas, you can't really
Experience it.
Because you'll die. You'll destroy yourself. Like.
And all of the glamour has been ruined for you because you're behind the scenes.
And so her being like, yeah, Vegas isn't that interesting. Like that's, yeah. From what I understand, at least from his perspective, as a Vegas resident and someone who works like in Vegas, it's kind of the vibe. It's just like, yeah.
It's Vegas, I guess.
It's Vegas, I guess.
Bob opens a burger place.
I guess when you live here, you get used to it. Besides, the Las Vegas that people dream about is a scam. Fool's gold, pretty much.
There it is.
That's the way all cities are. They sound nicer from the outside until you're there and have to deal with the traffic and the people.
I hate people.
Yeah, I hate people.
I have to excuse Amber. Sometimes she forgets how to have fun.
I'm just saying. I'll bet even Carlsbad sounds interesting when you're not from there.
Hey, I can see it both ways. I moved out here because I thought it would be a lot different than what it is. Turns out the Las Vegas they try to sell you on TV isn't real.
I want to go to Busan, though. Then she makes a chopping motion with her hands, starting to bustle around once more.
What?
Right, well, famous treasure hunters or not, let's make some treats.
She ushers us over to one of the counters where there are a few grocery bags full of supplies. At a glance, I can see marshmallows, butter, and crisped rice cereal. There's lots of each. There's also a precarious stack of pans and utensils, plus a few boxes of plastic wrap. Finally, there are a few portable single-burner stoves. All in all, it looks like something someone dumped off here and said, "Not my problem" about.
You've never had a Rice Krispie treat? Like not a name brand or like not even any iteration?
Name brand is okay.
Name brand is okay, but like you gotta make them yourself. And like where it's just like this big, huge, just like amorphous mass on a pan.
It hasn't really solidified yet, and so they're all hot and gooey stuff.
Yeah, and they're not like
sticky.
cut into things, and it's just like you just like man.
I'll wait to get to eat some as you make it.
If you want, I can walk you through how to do it.
Here, look, we're getting a recipe anyway, so here we go.
Before I can even respond or accept the heavy pan that Cassie's offering me, Marina cuts across and snatches it from her.
It's okay, I can show her.
Oh, y'all, you two just need to really
Have a
communicate and
heart-to-heart.
heart hash it out.
For a second, Cassie looks a little taken aback, like she didn't expect to be challenged. But she shrugs.
Sure thing.
Cassie scoops up a few things from the bags and then slides one of the stoves further down the counter. Marina grabs supplies as well, doubling up on everything.
Slides a stove down the...
Yeah, they're the single burner.
Oh, okay.
Plug and plays.
PSA, Rice Krispie brand is not gluten-free, I have learned. Oh.
Really? Huh. Marina squeezes past me and turns on the burner, setting the heavy pan on top of it. Then she unwraps and drops a couple sticks of butter in.
First things first. You gotta melt these.
She's gonna be like, maybe in your, like, hometown hillbilly recipe, but we're doing profesh.
Right.
Here, chop it up. It'll make it go faster.
They really should be taking directions from her since they're her stuff and she's gonna be selling them. I don't know. She hands me a knife, which I grip like a caveman and use to hack at the softening butter. The butter melts slowly, even though the flame underneath it is blazing brightly. While we wait, Marina starts to set up her own station a few feet away from mine. Soon it's become a thick pool. Marina hands me a bag of marshmallows.
Melt butter, add marshmallows.
Add these in slowly and stir them so that they'll melt.
The whole bag?
Yeah,
Nice,
baby.
actually.
Yeah! My teeth hurt just thinking about eating one of these. It's okay.
If you say so.
I do.
I mean, I assume she'll stop them.
Yeah.
I pull hard, trying to tear open the bag, and eventually resort to using my teeth. That makes it split open, and a couple marshmallows bounce onto the counter and floor. I bend down to pick them up.
5-second rule.
No!
For yourself, maybe, not for the food.
No. Horrified, Marina bats them out of my hand again.
Or maybe because I'm not the biggest fan of marshmallows.
Ew, no, gross!
Those marshmallows are gonna come out of your paycheck.
Uh-huh. Just fire me in that case.
I lightly bounce a clean marshmallow off of Marina's forehead.
Dork.
She wordlessly tosses it into the trash with the ones from the floor.
Marshmallows. Pan. Now.
Yes, ma'am.
I pour the marshmallows into the pan with the butter, where they almost immediately start to bubble and dissolve. Marina's still working on her butter, stirring it even though it's fully melted.
What are you waiting on? Christmas?
It's my secret technique.
Burning it?
This is cute. This time she throws a marshmallow at me.
That one comes out of your paycheck.
I head back to my pan where the marshmallows have mostly morphed into a stringy paste. It clings to my spatula when I try to mix.
Are you sure we should add a second bag? This is pretty thick as it is.
Yes, I'm sure.
Cassie, you gonna offer any stuff here?
I do as she says and dump the second bag of marshmallows in. The pan is getting pretty full and I have to be very careful with my movements to avoid spilling any. Meanwhile, Marina's just now adding her first bag of marshmallows to the butter. On my other side, Cassie is pouring a bag of rice cereal into her own pan. She holds it steady with one hand while she mixes the concoction with the other. Is she toasting it?
I don't know.
So, Cassie, how'd you end up in Las Vegas?
It was a couple years ago now. Had a fight with my dad and left home. Couch surfed for a while. A day or two here, a month or so there. But I got sick of that and decided to settle down somewhere. I came out here because it felt fitting. In a dumb kid romantic way. Like you said, it's Las Vegas. It's all about luck and good fortune, jackpots or busts. I thought that maybe I'd find some purpose or meaning out here. Figured out pretty quickly that life doesn't work like that. At least, not that easy. But I decided that since I came all the way out here that I may as well stay. Got a job at Sweet Tooth because I figured it'd be better working around something I care about than something I don't. And now, here I am.
Cassie sets down the bowl she was using and inspects my and Marina's progress. She nods approvingly.
Okay, finally, some feedback. I was getting panicked.
Looking good. Go ahead and add in the cereal and let's move over here.
We do what we're told and regroup at one of the clean counters, where Cassie is waiting with several colorful jars and some plastic brushes.
You kids ready for crafts time? We've still gotta frost these suckers.
I don't like my Rice Krispie treats with frosting. I pour mine into a large dish like Cassie did. Marina is still a couple of minutes behind, mixing in her second bag of marshmallows. I carry the dish over and set it beside Cassie's. She hands me a knife.
So go ahead and try to cut these into ovals. It's okay if they're not perfect.
Ovals for UFOs.
Ooh. She carves at her own batch like she's cutting a particularly tough steak with a constant back and forth motion. She goes slowly, trying to keep the lines straight. The curve is tough, but she manages to pull it off. Half a minute later, she plucks out a piece.
It's kind of an oval, I guess.
That's stretching the truth. It's more like a triangle.
Close enough. Go ahead and shove one of these in there.
She takes a popsicle stick and rams it into the treat. Then she pops open one of the jars of frosting.
Oh, okay, that's how she's, okay.
Dunk 'em.
What?
She jams the treat in as far as it'll go until the frosting covers the whole thing. When she pulls it back out, a bit of excess drips back into the jar.
Give 'em a once-over with the knife.
Deftly, she scrapes and spreads the frosting until it's smooth. While she's doing that, Marina joins us with her own tray.
That smells really good.
I'll bet she browned the butter.
She probably browned the butter.
For some reason, Marina's have a different, richer smell than the stuff Cassie and I made.
I know. I told you, it's my secret technique.
Heck yeah.
What is it?
If I told you, it wouldn't be a secret.
She
anymore
browned the
now,
butter.
would it?
She browned the butter, guys. We know the secret.
I just stare at her.
Okay, fine. If you brown butter for a long time, it turns them super good.
Before she can protest, I use the knife Cassie gave me to pry off a tiny bite from Marina's cooling mixture and pop it in my mouth.
Hot, hot, hot.
Oh my god. That's amazing.
It's rich and caramely, just like toffee. Almost like toffee. It definitely puts mine to shame. I can see Marina's struggle between yelling at me for stealing and being happy with the praise. She settles for a smug nod.
Can I try?
Marina begrudgingly cuts off a small piece and hands it to Cassie, who handles it as gently as a lump of gold. Marina watches intently as Cassie tastes it.
Oh my god, that is amazing.
Thanks.
Thanks. Despite herself, I can tell Marina's struggling not to smile and appear nonchalant.
Okay, now that me and Amber have been put to shame, last step.
She rattles a bag of chocolate pieces that are shaped like thin discs.
Take a couple of these bad boys and stick them on before the frosting dries.
2 of the discs get pressed in for the eyes. She also breaks off the corner of a 3rd disc and attaches that as the
Oh,
mouth.
I get it. It's an alien face. It's not a UFO.
Marina's on British Bake Off level.
And voila! It's good enough, and that's what counts.
It isn't perfect, but it's definitely a passable alien. For the final step, she mummifies it in plastic wrap and then tosses it into a large plastic bin.
Now we've just gotta do this like 50 more times.
Are they ever gonna get to the convention? With our directions clear, all 3 of us get to work. It's fairly tough cutting through the marshmallow mess, which is already cooled and solidified by a lot. I have to frequently change my angle or repeatedly stab a spot with a knife, a lot like when we were digging for treasure. Cassie also starts to melt the butter for another batch of treats. I finally managed to cut out a rough alien head shape from my tray. If Cassie's first one was kind of triangular, mine is even further from the target. I don't think there's even a proper name for the shape. It's just a blob.
Blob. Thankfully, it's early in the day.
The popsicle stick step is easy, but when I try dipping it into the frosting, only a little bit sticks. I pull it out and try again, but still can't get more than a 1/3 of it or so covered. Cassie, who's watching me, shrugs.
Don't worry about it, it's close enough.
You've got a pretty generous definition of close.
It's abstract art, or something. How do we know aliens don't really look like that?
Good point.
I press in the eyes and a small mouth and then set it aside to be wrapped.
How are yours going?
I hover over Marina's shoulder and this time she doesn't wave me away. She's just finished frosting hers, leaving an artistic unfrosted spot near the neck. Using her fingernails, she snaps the chocolate disc into more jagged eye shapes and then attaches those using one of the scraps for the mouth. She holds it up for me to see.
What do you think?
It's out of this world.
Marina groans as she sets it down next to mine and Cassie's. All 3 of us huddle together, admiring, or in my case, pretending to admire, our handiwork.
Yes. Yes. Hello. Good to have you.
I still love you, Spleeby. Plus, it's a visual novel. Like, it's February. I'm surprised when anyone shows up.
They should definitely be wearing hairnets. I agree.
Yeah. Cassie whistles in admiration as she picks up Marina's, turning it this way and that to inspect.
This looks great. Good work, you get an A+.
And who's stealing Cassie now?
Told you guys. I'm a pro.
Cassie pantomimes bowing in recognition of Marina's skill.
Amber, you get
You don't have to say it.
an A for effort?
You're more generous than any teacher I've ever heard of.
It's still one that I don't have to make myself, and that's more than enough.
Hygiene? Who needs it?
At least they
Only
wash their
4 years
hands and
left to
have little
go.
gloves. They also should be opening bags with their teeth, but here we are.
Exactly.
And we shouldn't be mouth pipetting either.
Who was mouth bite? Oh, just in general, that's a, yeah.
It's in like all the operating procedures.
Uh-huh.
Like no one does it anymore. Like we don't even have the pipettes to do it. But it's in everything. Like do not mouth pipette. It's basically you'd be sucking like microbial fluid through a straw. in order to measure it. Like, no one does that. No, you can't. Anyway. We get back to it with Cassie sometimes pouring new batches of cereal mix into the trays for us to work with. It takes longer than I would have expected, but we managed to get them done. Math pipette, super hot. There's a clear hierarchy in terms of skill. Marina's are nearly perfect and would fit in well at a Roswell museum. Cassie's are nice, even though the first one looked kind of rough, and it would fit in a cookbook or something. Mine will probably be sold at a discount.
Probably.
After we finish wrapping all of the treats, we move them all into a plastic bin. Cassie hoists that onto a small rolling cart, along with a few other boxes of homemade goodies. The aftermath is impressive. There are a ton of dirty dishes and crumbs littering the counter. Cassie tosses most of the dishes into the sink to soak. Cassie checks the clock. Oh no, it's 5 p.m.
Just in time, too. We should get to the con right when it opens. Again, thanks a ton, you two.
It was fun.
Thanks a ton, Mewtwo.
I'm really glad to hear Marina say that.
Yeah, it was. Although, I get the feeling you could have finished faster without us.
No way, I'd have been at it the rest of the morning. Besides, having good company is just as important as having good help.
Depending on the task, that is very true.
Yes.
Let me go dump all this in the van and then we can get going.
She wheels the cart out and away, leaving Marina and I behind. The instant we're alone, Marina yawns, leaning against me.
Sleepy.
Hey, don't fall asleep. We've got a convention to go to. Did you let Tess know we'll be there soon?
She jolts up straight.
Oh, shoot. I'll do that right now.
Marina pulls out her phone and frantically taps out a message.
I hope she sees it.
I'm sure
She
she
is-
will. Isn't she pretty much always on her phone?
Basically.
Yeah, most of the time.
She hasn't responded by the time Cassie returns, this time without the cart.
Ready to go?
Marina grabs my hand.
Ready.
That went better than I expected it to.
Yeah.
It's a little tense. Your turn.
We arrive at the convention and lug our supplies to the main room, where all the booths are set up. Since Cassie's selling, she has a special badge that lets us cut past most of the lines. And to my surprise, there are plenty of those. Apparently aliens are more popular than I thought, because there are at least a few hundred people milling around the convention area. Marina is paying more attention to the phone in her hands.
I can't get a signal at all in here.
Dun, dun.
I want to let Tess know that we're here.
She holds her phone up high in case the frequency she's looking for is right over her head. There are numbers taped to the floor every few feet, marking each vendor's space. Cassie leads us to spot number 33, towards the wall near one of the exits. There's a plain folding table with a canopy provided, and not much else.
This is us. Home, sweet home.
Marina and I set the bags and boxes we're carrying onto the floor, while Cassie starts to set up a few folding chairs.
Booth budget is basically 0, which means it's just these and some decorations. Can you two sort out the goods?
On it.
Aside from the treats we made, there are also other baked goods like cookies and brownies. Plus, there's a variety of homemade candy, which all looks a lot more appealing than the stuff at Sweet Tooth. Marina and I organize them all on the table, while Cassie clips the decorations she made
I'm raising my hand.
onto the support poles.
Remember how Mountain Dew makes me tired?
Is that happening?
Yes.
We have some Bang, you can go get it.
No! No Bang!
Some Bang for
No!
buck.
Stuff's poison. I don't want to be awake. Not that kind of awake. No! No!
It's the Watermelon Jolly Rancher. Yeah, it is.
No.
Yep, forever. I go keep on turning the da 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 ba da 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 ba da 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 ba 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 ba.
You all suck.
Once everything is said and done, it looks not that great, if I'm being honest. It's pretty clear that it was mostly a one-woman show.
Oh.
But there's charm to it, and it's not as if there's very stiff competition here either. Most of the other booths selling food, even the biggest ones, look a little plain and uninspiring. Cassie checks and rechecks the stuff for sale, rearranging the layout while talking under her breath.
Put these here so they're up front. Cover up these guys who didn't turn out so well.
Move some of the cookies around so that the prettier ones are in front and the few that have gotten crumbly around the edges are hidden.
Okay, now these here. Or here.
There's a bowl of free samples and she slides it from corner to corner, trying to find the perfect spot. I think about offering to help, but I decide against it. I'm pretty sure she just needs something to fuss over to distract herself. Even though Marina and I are just tagging along, I have to remind myself that this is a big deal for Cassie. Marina and I leave her to her last-minute preparations while we lean against the wall behind us. No! No! No work!
I work with Kuma.
Work, sleep? Who needs them?
I hate you guys.
Stay up? Yes, just not past bedtime.
Any luck with Tess?
No, but I still can't get through. I might have to go outside to get reception.
You should just tell her where we are and have her come find us.
What?
What if they don't get here for a while? You weren't planning to spend the whole time at Cassie's booth, were you?
Dunno.
Better not.
I hadn't really thought about it. I figured I'd just follow you.
Is there anything that you want to see while we're here?
Not really.
To me, this kind of hokey tourist stuff is the same no matter where you go. Stick something in a shiny enough package and you can get people to buy anything.
You really don't care, do you?
I'm thinking for a second about these two. Marina's here because she's been texting Tess. While not a romantic rival, it's a person in time rival. And
Right.
Amber's been with, like, just her grandfather up until this year. And she has had all of his attention. And so her idea of love is all of their attention.
Yeah.
And so to have that stolen away from her, with Marina being distracted by you know, texting her mom and texting Tess.
That's why she doesn't want a phone.
Yeah, but I think that's part of why she's clinging to Cassie a bit, is like, oh yeah, I've got my own other person that's taking my time.
Yeah.
So
Sure I do. That's why we're here. But I'm not gonna pretend I'm more excited for it than I am.
More than anything, I wish that Marina would stop bringing it up. She and I both know that this isn't the kind of thing I enjoy, but I came anyway. Why isn't that enough for her? Every time I try to do something for her, it seems to go badly, or maybe it's just never enough. Marina checks her phone again, scowls, and then sighs.
Sorry, maybe I'm just stressed about Tess. I don't want her to think that I'm ignoring her on her birthday.
They do need to talk.
I'm sure she'll know. Besides, won't her signal be just as bad as yours?
I guess.
Just then, the PA booms and a voice announces through the speakers that the convention is officially open for business. Immediately, people start to trickle into the vendors area. Not a flood by any means, but a consistent crowd. Cassie finally joins us, drumming her fingers against her legs.
Well, here goes everything.
I'm sure it'll go fine. Everything looks really good.
I just hope it's enough.
First couple customers walk right past our booth without stopping or even looking over. Cassie watches them go. Most people pass right by without even stopping. A couple folks browse, but nobody buys anything. Our first sale is to a kid who buys a single lollipop for $1. Cassie very carefully tucks the bill away into a portable cash box that she brought with her.
here's what you gotta
Hopefully
do.
Most people use a credit card because I only have $50 in change.
She has to chop up one of the ones that Marina made, hand them out for a little bit as samples, have people hear, oh wow, this is so good. Business!
Yep.
Food service. Come on, guys.
I'd loan you some of ours, but most of it's still in nugget form.
She laughs.
Hey, not that I'm trying to get rid of you, but you guys don't have to stick around. I don't want to keep you from having fun.
Since Marina's listening, I keep myself from saying anything snarky.
Mare, do you want to go try to find somewhere with better service?
Sure.
I don't know how I feel about Mare.
Yeah,
Nickname.
Mare is a nickname.
Like, I get it.
Sorry, can't help. I only carry golden nuggets. I don't want her to miss out on seeing Tess just because she's too stubborn to go alone.
Marina can't text her friend because there's no signal here. So we'll go message her and then maybe walk around a bit. We'll come back though.
Sure, I'll be here. Have fun.
Sorry, we're too rich to help.
Marina and I leave the booth hand in hand. For once, she puts her phone away.
Let's go out front. You'll probably have better luck there.
We should look around some too.
Fine by me.
Stop being such a grumpy Gus, Amber.
There's a steady stream of people filtering into the convention area now. Of course, it's hard to say if they'd be here even without it. Lots of them look lost or confused by the decorations, just like, wait, what, where, wait, what? Occasionally, we pass by small exhibits featuring photographs of real UFOs or artist recreations of what aliens might look like. Some of the photos are of plain-looking people along with their written testimonials about being abducted and taken aboard spaceships. In other words, a bunch of crap.
Oh, Amber, check this one out. She says that she got abducted and she fell in love with one of the aliens who captured her. And now he sends her letters from space. Isn't that romantic?
Then again, I guess there's plenty of people who buy into this schmuck. Once Marina's done looking around, we finally make it back outside and lean against the wall where it's nice and shady.
Any better?
Barely. I've only got one bar. I guess that's good enough.
She types out her message and then glares at her phone. After a moment, she angrily taps it.
Ugh, it doesn't want to send.
I thought you had a bar.
Sometimes a bar isn't enough. Like now.
If it's useless, then why is it there? Why not just make it 0 bars?
That's fair.
Not now, Amber.
I'm just asking.
For a long moment, she finally sighs with relief.
Okay, it finally went through.
Now what?
Now we wait for her to text me back.
Outside?
Because the cell phone companies like you to think that their service is better than it is, yep.
Wish we could wait inside.
At least Marina has her phone to keep her occupied while the time passes. I just watch the people going in and out of the casino, thinking about how I'd rather be somewhere else.
Where do you want to be?
Inside with air conditioning, at least.
I'm with Marina on this.
After a few minutes of silence, my patience is running out.
Still nothing?
No, doesn't even look like she's read my message.
Maybe her phone's dead or not with her.
Yeah, maybe.
I wanna head back to the booth.
Wow, that didn't take long.
Ah, you too!
You can stand around some more if you want, I guess.
Marina sighs yet again.
You know what, Amber? Just go back to the booth. Ooh.
It's a harsh bite to her words. It takes me off guard. She immediately notices and shifts gears, her expression softening as she looks everywhere but my eyes. Hey, they're at the stratosphere, yep.
Yep.
I'd still need to find Tess a gift.
Hey, I can help you look.
It's fine. You'll have a better time with Cassie anyway.
Ah!
See you later. I'll come back to the booth when I'm done.
Ah! When are they gonna go to the Luxor? That place is sweet.
I went to the Luxor. We actually stayed there once, and I bumped my head on the glass because it slopes.
Yep. Before I can even let her know that I worry about her going off on her own, she's already walking away. She glances back once, then heads back into the building. Now it's my turn to sigh. It had to have been something I said, but what could it have been that was so much different from what I usually say? I'd like to brush it off as her just being in a bad mood, but that's so unlike her. She's Marina. She doesn't have bad moods. At least, none that I've ever seen. That's one of your problems.
You don't let her have bad moods.
Exactly. The sun beats down on me and my shoes feel like they're melting to the concrete. I can feel the sweat start to seep down my cheeks.
Which ones?
When did things get so hard? The trio. Dun, dun, dun.
Just get on out of here. Take yourself and scoot on out. Just shoot. Go on.
Rick! Oh, Rick! This half-naked woman keeps stealing all our money! Rick, help! Just get out of here! I don't want to be in this stupid convention anymore! Look here, Morty, you're the one who wanted to come to this stupid aliens. We see aliens all the time. You go to the stupid convention? What are you talking about?
You didn't have enough soda so you could...
I know. She reminds me of Winry. I can see that.
Not like my sister would want any of your junk anyway.
Good. Your patronage is not appreciated. It's no good. And neither is your money.
Why is adult Morty running?
Well, your inventory ain't appreciated either. Where'd you dig it all out of, a dumpster?
That's right. Same one you crawled out from.
I'll kick your ass!
Oh my gosh.
Security!
Security!
No. I'll leave.
Mariah coughed the words under her breath.
Junk peddler.
Vendor hurled a neon green Buddha statue at her, elongated snail antennas replacing his eyes and his usual peace sign instead of that of a Vulcan variety. It whooshed past her head, cracking into a pillar behind her. What were you doing, Mariah?
Jesus!
No, it was actually Buddha. That was enough to convince Mariah to retreat. At least for now, she turned tail and sprinted down an alley tightly packed with other vendors and booths.
Wrong deity! And don't come back!
They made the joke for you.
Yeah. As Mariah was dodging in and out of congested crowds and shoving strollers out of her...
I hate her! She's the worst!
She considered, only for a moment, that this was the karma Joe had tried warning her about. Of course, admitting that would also be admitting that that slacker was right, and she wasn't about to give him the dignity. There was one thing he had been right about, though. Something that even Mariah, still stumbling around in the fog of her morning hangover, could see. The squirt was sad. Yeah, all kids get sad and broody. Fact of life and all that jazz. Give the little turds a soda and some Skittles and they'll bounce back just fine. Hopefully empty strollers,
No,
yeah.
definitely ones with kids in them.
When Mariah saw it, there were different types of sadness. Some that were different enough to transcend the three-letter word that represented it. She'd never figured out a word to describe the transcendence, and if there was one, it was too long for her to care to learn it. But she had seen it in action before. It didn't specify that they had babies in them, it didn't. She had seen it down by the river, where Joe would mope and stare at the water for hours before holing himself up in his room for days. She had seen it belching out of steel chimneys on the horizon during the days she ditched school, enveloping the whole town in gray clouds, making the flat plains of Missouri feel like a snow globe.
I like that sentence.
Yeah. And she had felt it when watching the neighbor's cable. The blue glow from the garage sale CRT lighting up her face as she cranked up the volume to drown out the noises her old lady and whatever uncle she had brought home that week were making. Whatever this was, that feeling that would poke at Mariah whenever she was forced to stare down the spout of an empty bottle. And that now seemed to be stabbing her kid sister. She hated it. Like a virus, spreading, cyclical, now trying to sink its teeth into Tess. Trying. Mariah Pastorius, the terror of the Southwest, badass treasure hunter and the true winner of the race to find the miner's gold, was not about to let this thing take a bite out of her sister. Not yet.
There's gotta be something around here.
So she actually is looking for a gift for Tessa's birthday?
Yeah.
Okay.
In a way, Tessa's birthday felt like a deadline. If she could just find one thing to give her, something that would make the twerp smile, well, she might be able to beat this thing off for just a little while longer. She took a gander at the rainbow of tarps on both sides of her that trapped her in the aisle. Turns out the swap meet was only a quarter of the story, and that was
phrasing?
Just... Thank you. I was hoping I could let that one slide. And it was just being sandwiched between overly expensive food stalls and new age soccer moms trying to sell their craft jewelry. There hadn't been a single good find all day. Makes me feel bad for Mariah. Well, yeah, I mean, most horrible people come from horrible backgrounds. That's, you know, what they learn. Don't, she's a jerk, yeah. How could there be? That cheapskate Joe, he'd only give her 20 bucks to work with. You're just giving her his cut. He would have made better use of it. She passed a popcorn vendor and nabbed a handful of kettle corn out of a little boy's bag. Mariah! Their mouth wide open as she'd shoot. Mariah! She pointed at every booth that looked like a waste of time.
Trash, garbage, crap. Oh.
Hey!
Garbage.
Hey!
Junk.
It's the... Hey!
And the snake.
Yeah!
Those are both
It's from her antique store. It's from Morgan's Antique Shop in Heart of the Woods. That's a fun little cameo. I like that. None of this was good enough for her sister. Heck, none of it was even very good. She swallowed as she made eye contact with a thin vendor that had a pencily mustache. He was selling rose-themed decor, but she does actually care, Sloopy. I miss the alien nonsense from the 90s. Mariah stopped at his table.
I've seen better hauls at estate sales after old-timers croak on the toilet.
Mariah went on her way.
Just to let it dig in.
Yeah. He was just about ready to answer the call of the casino. Maybe take advantage of those complimentary drinks those chicks in the tight slacks were serving. It's what a high-rolling Vegas fat cat like her would deserve, after all. They have a shared universe? At least, you know, little fun cameo things. References. But then she saw it.
What is it?
The only thing special enough to make her snap her head back and stop. For you kids out there, X-Files was big, and there was stuff like Alien Autopsy on Fox and all sorts of UFO specials. It was just deliriously insane and great. X-Files was fun times. I only watched like 5 or 6 episodes, but I was like,
haven't seen
ooh,
a single one.
that's spooky.
Spooky.
A license plate nailed to the top of a wooden display.
That's the one.
That's the one. Nothing particularly special to Mariah. She saw them on the road every day and often used them fraudulently depending on which county they were in and if they had a warrant out for her. But to Tess, these rectangular wonders were treasures. I remember watching X-Files over at my grandparents' house by myself and getting freaked out. I remember one I saw where this guy like had to keep moving west or otherwise his head would explode. But what would make this license plate special to Tess was the sunflower slapped on the middle of it, shining through the black text like a sunbeam. A sunbeam. It was perfect for her. I also played Diablo 1. Yeah. Her flat eyes always got slightly less flat when they passed fields of them growing on the side of the road. Sunflower wallpapers, sunflower seeds at gas stations. It was the only thing the kids seemed to identify with more than the red, white, and blue itself. What is JC short for? Jimmy Carter. The state in question, the faraway land of Kansas. A place so foreign to Mariah that she often doubted the legitimacy of its existence. You're all fired. You are all fired. Now.
Sorry.
What's that? I want to quote that script of like, you who denies me in the last day, I'll deny you. Now, Mariah wasn't an expert on the geographical makeup of the United States, or most things, really, but she had bonked her head enough on Tessa's wind chimes to know which ones she did and didn't own, and Kansas was one of the several missing. Mariah marched over to the booth until she was close enough to smell the sticks of burning incense wafting from it. Oh my gosh.
Hey.
So true. She called into the booth. It was bigger than the others, a tarp bleeding into the row behind it. The inside had an assortment of rugs and tapestries draped around the knickknacks on display. It looked like a shop that had been standing in the same bazaar for generations and would be there for even longer.
I said, hey!
What's going on?
What a wonderful kind of day!
Well, you can learn to work and play! We get along with each other!
Yay!
Standing up!
They are killing it with the
Standing up from behind a stack of boxes, a man with a vape pen dangling from his mouth coughed out, agreeing to Mariah.
Sorry for the delay in service, sister. Still unpacking some artifacts, it seems.
Mariah's nose wrinkled. She squinted into the man's retro sunglasses, but couldn't make out anything past the frames.
I freak. How much for the license plate?
I'm selling a license plate.
The man craned his head out of the booth and looked up. His curly hair bobbed at the slightest movement. For you kids out there, Arthur was an old cartoon about a bear thing and is annoying. I mean, he looks more like a bear thing than an aardvark he was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, my nose won't stop itching.
Arthur did look more like an aardvark in the books,
Yeah.
but apparently it was DW6. Man,
DW!
I hated her with a passion.
She was a turd.
Oh, but now I love her.
Exactly.
Oh, guess I am.
Mariah dug out her 20, ready to cough it over and get her change, but the vendor shooed away.
I'm afraid that's not how things roll here, sister.
You gotta give me some good kush.
Who doesn't like cash? You some kind of commie?
He folded his hand and pointed both index fingers up.
Read the signs from above.
From above.
She looked up and did her best to sound out the words carved in the wooden sign in sloppy bubble letters.
Silent.
See that bad at reading, or is it just bad handwriting?
Probably bad handwriting.
Silent auction? What the hell is that?
Bless you, Mariah!
Signs. Plural.
I hope that was the voice actress's decision.
Silent auction? She looked up again, this time at the other sign tacked onto the bottom of the first. Shh.
Oh. I don't get it.
Sis, you know how to hold a pen, right?
Haven't done that in a while, but I probably still do.
And you know how to use it?
Skating on thin ice, buddy.
Lake ain't that deep, because that's all you need.
What? You slid out a sheet of paper from beneath the table and plopped a pen taped to a hawk feather right alongside it.
Just write down how much you think it's worth. Get it?
The cogwheels in Mariah's head turned and rattled. She looked at the rows of on the paper, a column for bids and a column for notes. It still took several more seconds before she got it. Mariah and the quiet don't mix.
So some leech could swing by once I leave and outbid me?
But ain't that how auctions work?
Mariah was immediately suspicious. Anything that couldn't be claimed as her own through will or skill was a scam as far as she was concerned. With only $20 to her name, the quiet tug of restraint called to her. But what was restraint except the excuse of useless pansies too afraid to act? Nothing! It didn't exist! Not to Mariah, especially not when there was the risk of Tess turning into a slug.
Fine, but if this is a farce, you're roadkill.
She held the pen in her fist like a knife and carved the starting price into the first row.
Only $1? You're killing me here, sis.
Yeah, $1! She thrusted the tip of the pen at him.
If this thing is a hoax, you're gonna wish I actually did.
I hear ya.
Really, he didn't. He grabbed an egg timer from the end of the table and wound it. The continuous ticking began. There's no way anyone's going to bid over $1. That's just way too much money.
Auction time is 60 minutes. Best of luck to ya.
Keep your luck and give it to any sap who tries to get in on this. They're the ones who'll need it.
Dude, this is a license plate, my dear.
Yeah, why do you care? Like, so much about getting the best price. Mariah gave him one last scowl, then slithered away, pushing her hands deep inside the pockets of her jumpsuit. She'd be back soon. 59 minutes remained. Dun dun.
For the Kansas license plate.
Marina.
Hi.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. I look back at Amber once, then head inside. She looks so confused and helpless out there all by herself. Of course she does. I just got angry and stormed off. It's mean, but there's a big part of me that's actually happy that she is. How gross is that? But at least now she can feel it too. What it's like to have no idea what the person you love is thinking.
That's not healthy. Yes, it's natural, but it's not good. Like, it's like, I understand that you feel that way, but that's wrong.
Maybe that was a little too harsh, though. Whatever. Can't focus on the nasty stuff right now. Gotta find some kind of gift for Tess. No matter what happens, this is her birthday, and we need to be here for her.
They're gonna have some Gift of the Magi bidding war for the thing for Tess, and you know it.
I hope not.
You know it's gonna happen.
With how sad she's been lately, we need to find something that will perk her right up. It doesn't really work like that, but good thoughts. I slip into the crowd and follow the pretty girls in costumes until I'm deep inside the vendor hall. The further I get, the more it feels like the booths and tarps are multiplying. The people, too. There's enough sweat in here that I feel like I'd actually drown in it.
Ew.
This might be harder than I thought, Tess. But I'll do it. I'll do it for you! Fortunately, after treasure hunts and festivals, navigating crowds is easy peasy for me now. Amber would probably disagree if she were here, but I think I'm quite the expert at it now. Thank you very much.
This music reminds me of like those weird levels in Star Fox, like in the SNES one.
I'm afraid of getting distracted by chatting, so I try to avoid looking at the vendors and instead just focus on their merch. There sure is a lot of it. From adorable wooden coyote carvings to really out there art that my mom would shield my eyes from if she saw it.
Gift of the Magi. It's that horrible Christmas story about like the couple that's like really, really poor, but they want to get each other something for Christmas, and so the husband's like, I'm gonna sell my father's very, very rare pocket watch that's worth a lot of money, and it's my only treasure, so I can buy this golden comb for my wife's long, luxurious hair.
And the wife is like, oh, I want to get him a chain for his pocket watch, so I'm going to cut off all of my gorgeous, luxurious hair. And so Christmas comes around, and here's a chain, and here's a comb for the pocket watch that doesn't exist and the hair that doesn't exist. And they're like, oh, sweetie, you love me so much. And really what should have happened is they should have talked about it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's one of those, like, it's super sweet in the eyes of boomer couples that don't communicate with their spouse at all about anything. And so, like, they think that that's normal and healthy and okay. And it's like, no.
It's like proposing to someone that doesn't really know.
Yeah, it's like along the lines of, you know, the grand public proposal when you've never talked about it. And it's like, But none of it's... Oh, you're talking. Sorry.
But none of it screams Tess. There are toy vendors and stuff, but Tess isn't into stuff like that. No kid is a regular kid, but she's definitely unique, and I want to make sure we give her something that's unique. Thankfully, I don't have to zoom up and down at the aisles for very long. I spot something that doesn't just catch my eye, it's basically yelling at me to stop.
I went down a wormhole of those failed public proposals on YouTube, and oh boy! Like, I get wanting to surprise someone with a gift, but you should talk to them somewhat. Yeah. Or it's like those stupid commercials where it's like, hey, honey, I got you a car for Christmas. It's like...
With what money?
Like, yeah, okay, you're middle-class family, so you just decided to drop $20,000 that you had randomly sitting around somewhere that you probably had to take out a lot of debt to do. Huge life decision. As a surprise, you didn't consult your spouse on. Yeah, sure.
It's nailed to the tippy top of the booth. If I weren't looking, I may not have noticed it, but all I need to do is take one look at it to know it's made for Tess.
What the heck are we talking about?
She's looking for the gift.
Yeah, but what's the thing?
It's the frickin'
Oh, okay, it's a
plate.
thing. It's a thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep, told you.
There it is.
Told you.
A Kansas license plate with a sunflower. I must have it. Veering off course, I swing over to the booth.
There's a great SNL skit about that where basically the husband is clearly out of work and he's being lambasted by his wife for being an idiot.
Oh.
How much for the license plate?
I don't mean to, but my hands slam on the table. An itty-bitty timer on it falls over.
At least you'll be able to find Tess soon enough, hopefully.
Ah, so I guess this thing really is a hot commodity.
So you have a lot in stock then. Thank goodness.
What a relief. This will make Tess positively positive.
Afraid not, Bubbles. Read the sign.
Read the sign.
Signs.
I look up at the plate again. The license number spells out JC Save.
I love that they both look at the wrong signs.
From God?
Further cementing our hypothesis of Marina's
Yes.
origins.
Yes.
You're my second customer of the day, not the second coming. The other signs. Plural.
This time I look at the wooden sign. Signs.
Silent auction. Oh, I know those! My school did them for fundraisers.
Bubbles. Yep.
He puts a finger to his lips and smiles. Even under his thick, round sunglasses, I can tell it's a real smile. I whisper.
I know those.
This'll make it easy then.
He unfolds a sheet of paper and smooths it out on the table. I stare down and look at the first row.
It's our headcanon for Marina's.
Should we elaborate?
Someone's already bid on it?
I'll let Jabril do it
Okay.
if they're here.
Let me check.
They're the ones that originally presented the theory. Which,
Oh yeah.
Just a few minutes ago. Don't mean you can't, though.
Here. Wow, talk about good timing. It must be fate.
I'll do it.
Do it.
$1 isn't a lot. I can outbid that, no sweat.
But, how will we tell who's who? There's no name on it, just their bid.
Don't you worry your pretty little ponytail, or whatever it is. They used a black pin, so you'll just use a purple one.
This is terrible.
He slides a purple ballpoint out of his sleeve like some kind of crazy magic trick and tosses it over. Whoa, Mr. Vendor is really slick.
I get it. An extra silent auction.
That's right.
I put the tip of the pen to the paper and write down my bid.
Oh no.
3 copper pieces. 3 United States dollaroos.
Sorry, whoever you are, but there's a sad little girl who needs this a lot more than you.
Hey, all is fair in love and bidding wars. Battle ain't over yet, though.
He sets the timer right side up.
There's a little under an hour left in the auction. When this thing rings, it's all over.
Yeah, brother attending school in Utah. There's like 9 siblings.
Yep.
Her general bubbly attitude and the signature spaghetti strap over a t-shirt fashion.
Uh-huh.
Utah is the home place of the Marmons, you could say.
I read the timer and give him a quick nod.
Okie dokie. I'll make sure to check in before that. See you soon.
Okie dokie.
Sorry.
Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Okie dokie.
I try not to smile too much as I walk away. Tess is going to love this. Whoa.
Have at.
Can't get too excited just yet, though. It's still an auction after all. You never know what could happen in 50 minutes.
Twinkle, 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 twinkle. The trio.
Hey, freak! What the hell is this?
They're so different. Mariah glared at the second row on the paper.
I'll take it. I'll just laughing. Mariah slapped his finger away from his hush lips. Did this just... It did.
Yes.
Give it a rest. I asked you a question.
Does everybody know what does having a bubbly attitude mean anything toward? It's kind of a cultural thing, especially among Utah. Marmons, or members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. is generally an over-the-top, bubbly, peppy attitude. Is very signature.
Don't know what to tell ya. Answer's right there on the page.
Often fake. This is true.
Yes.
A lot of them feel like
They have to be.
like spreading joy and happiness is a good thing. Therefore, I should always be doing that which is a good thing. So if I'm not happy myself or trying to be happy, then I'm not. You don't want to get involved with those Mormons.
That attitude often backfires. Also Xanax.
Yeah, but there can actually be other weirdos on this rock who collect these things. They're scrap.
One man's trash.
Is another's pain in the ass. God, what a pain in the ass.
It's just $3. Not hard to beat, right?
Do I look like I fell off the money tree to you, pal?
She brought herself to look at the new bid again. It was written in purple. What a stupid color. An ugly color. In fact, it was the worst color, Mariah decided. The handwriting, too. She wanted to spit on it. It was so nice and pretty and neat and disgusting. The kind of handwriting you'd only see from a teacher's pet. A real slouch. The thing about the slouches of the world, they can't stand straight. They're closer to the ground. Easier to knock down. It's not everyone, but it's a stereotype. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that is the stereotype, at least. Someone with handwriting this compact. Who twirls their threes in the middle? Must be meek. It's overcompensation, something Mariah was quite familiar with. Wouldn't be hard to intimidate them. I get them to back down here. To get them to back down here and now. He took the black pen and began smashing it into the paper. 40 minutes remain.
Oh, jeez. This is, a little intense.
I can only wince. Every row from the 3rd to the 5th has been overtaken by violent, scratchy lettering. All for just one number.
Right, I like it, but you gotta calm down.
She's intimidating her with her handwriting.
Yes.
10. The bidding price has jumped from $3 to 10. Escalation.
Seems you developed a bit of a rivalry, huh?
I didn't mean to.
It's true, I didn't.
I have a feeling this person would have been angry at anyone's bid.
I try not to be a judgmental person. Everyone has their own lives and issues to go alongside them. But I know exactly the kind of person who would try to scare someone else when something doesn't go their way. A bully. There's a lot of ways to deal with bullies. Not all of them are helpful. Some of them even make matters worse. So the best thing to do is stand my ground. To let them know that no matter what, they won't have any control over me. 35 minutes left.
Dun 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 dun.
Bastard! Oh, they're mocking me.
What did she do?
Seems like they're just playing by the rules of the auction to me.
You must be as blind as you are sleazy.
He snatched the paper off the table and shoved it in his face.
Smiley face!
What's that look like to you?
The written form of $11.
That's part of it, but look closer. That is a smiley face. A smiley face! Can you believe that crap? Whoever did this didn't just bid one more dollar to flex. They wanted to teach me a lesson.
So what are you gonna do?
Mariah thought about it. This was a direct attack on her pride. Purposeful, too. If she had to fight for what little remained of her dignity and her sister, then so be it. She would go for the jugular.
What I always do. Win.
20 minutes remain.
This is so intense.
Dun, 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 dun.
We're
Excuse
having
me. Is it okay if I ask you something?
we're having a silent auction bidding war.
Yep.
In a visual novel. Mr. Vendor takes a deep breath on his vape. The steam streams out of his mouth like fog. I've never actually seen someone do it in real life before, but it kind of smells like rotten bubblegum. I don't think I like it.
Ask away, Bubbles.
What's this crossed out word right here?
Oh no!
I pick up the paper and point at it. All together, it says... Both words have been scribbled over.
Well, it's a message from the other bidder. Bit too profane if you catch my drift, so I scratched it.
I know what it says, says J.S. Brown.
Profane?
Wait.
I only see a smiley face.
I guess so loud that Mr. Vendor jumps.
They didn't. That's so mean. Mean, 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 mean.
So, you know how he calls her Bubbles? One of the teachers at my high school called me Smiley. He never had me as a student. He just always saw me in the hall. I've only used that word a few times in my whole life, and I'd never use it like that.
I remember when she used that word. It was pretty dramatic.
All I want to do is make my friend happy. She's been so sad lately, but when you're little like that, no one ever really cares if you are. But this person is just being a giant jerk about it, Mr. Vendor.
Mr. Vendor.
Mr. Vendor.
Now that I cannot deny. But they did raise the bet.
I cannot deny.
Sounds creepy. I use that word like a sailor getting paid every time he says it.
By 1 cent? Is that even allowed?
Only if it makes things interesting. And this seems like that.
It's not, though. It's just stressful.
I feel ya. We're not even betting that much money, so why is this person taking it so seriously? Unless they don't have a lot of money? I mean, they did start
That's also true. Yeah.
I mean, they did start the bet at $1. That's not a lot. If they were a collector, they'd probably bet a way higher price to make sure no one else took it.
This is killing me. This is killing me.
It's like they're almost scared to go over 20.
Like you've got like volume of a pyramid.
Money, math,
Pythagoras theorem,
$1.
quadratic formula, pi.
Simple calculus. If Amber were here, she'd probably try to end this by throwing down $100. It would be extreme, but we have the money to
Don't do
watch
it! That's too much!
But if I did it, she would probably just tell me it was irresponsible. It's so easy for her to nitpick me, but not herself.
That's fair. That's fair.
Actually, you know what? This isn't about Amber. It's about Tess. I grab the purple pen and smooth out the creases in the paper. She's gonna do 20 and Mariah's gonna cry.
Oh crap. Or worse.
Keep going.
Until the end.
I finish writing my new bid and look at the timer. You're a big girl, Marina. You can handle this. You can get Tess her present, and you can show Amber you're more than capable.
I'll be right back, Mr. Vendor. Just gonna take one last stroll around.
Back in the 80s, I think there was a moral leader who would say damn at the pulpit and it was scandalous. Yeah. Yep. Everyone's like, what?
If I make sure not to go very far, I can catch this bully in the act. Oh boy! There's only 10 minutes left.
So that's where the profanity meter is. Yep, yeah. Mariah could no longer contain the seething, swirling rage within her. She felt it from the soles of her feet to the tips of her split ends.
Oh. So they want to die.
Everything's
Sister,
tinted red.
You're gonna commit murder, or could you possibly do it in front of one of the other booths? Thank you.
Oh. She did ignore him because she clicked right ahead. Possibly didn't even hear him. Yep, instead she just muttered to herself. Marina has already said worse. This is true, yeah.
Both of us.
$19. That's all their life was worth, huh?
The bet was too precise. Her opponent, this villain, this terror, this scourge, this dick, they had to have known she only had a 20 on her. This new bet was geometrically calculated kick in the nuts.
Listen, I don't want to throw off the vibe, But if there's gonna be trouble, then I'll need to ask you to leave.
I'm not going anywhere! Not until I win this thing or bust up their face.
This is gonna be interesting.
5 minutes remain.
Oh, that look in her eyes.
I'm so mad.
Mad.
I stomp around the corner, headed straight back to the silent auction booth. Maybe it's not the truest thing in the world, but I like to believe that every stranger is good at heart. But this person, I'm not so sure. He made someone else's bad day even worse.
Dawn of the third bid. 5 minutes remain. Gong gong.
I'm gonna give them a piece of my mind.
See, without this whole section of the story, the rest of the game doesn't make sense. Thank you, J.S. Brown. Dun dun dun!
I'll make this quick.
Mariah stood in front of the booth, cracking her knuckles. You would have gotten upset over this any day of the week, but the fact that this was supposed to be for Tess made it extra personal, even if the other person had no way of knowing. Well, they would know after this. She would make sure of it.
Oh, I'm gonna kick their ass.
I march like a
You know it.
soldier.
And after that's taken care of,
Boom, 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 boom. Mariah waited impatiently.
And once that's over with,
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna win!
Boom, 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 boom.
I'm gonna win.
Boom, 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 boom.
I spot the booth and there's like a split second where I feel like a muscled up superhero or pro wrestler. Then I see it. A chili pepper red bandana. Attached to long blonde hair and a jumpsuit.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it's Mariah!
Mariah! It's been forever!
I marked like a shoulder.
Shut up. The happy tears start rolling and I start strolling directly to her. It's not every day that you see a friend that you don't see every day. It's not every day that you see a friend that you don't see every day. Never change.
That's a fantastic sentence. That's the most beautiful tautological, like...
It's not every day that you see a friend that you don't see every day. It's like I was never even angry to begin with. She must be happy too, because the second she sees me, her expression changes from sour to, well, she's sort of hard to read, but that can't be anything but happy.
I'm using that for everything. It's not every day that you get to do something that you don't get to do every day.
There's a teeny pause after I run up to her. She just kind of looks at it. But I'm so excited I can't do anything but jog in place.
And I can see.
Oof, she must have been drinking. I can smell it all over her breath. She absolutely needs this hug.
It's not every day I eat a meal I don't eat every day.
Thank you.
The Marina from Highway Blossoms.
I appreciate it.
I want that cemented. Thank you.
Yep. I dive in and give her a big, long hug. Her clothes are stiff and a little smelly, so I try not to breathe, but I hope it does her some good. She's always arguing with Joe, and I know when I argue with Amber, all I really want is a hug. She doesn't hug me back, not that I really expected her to. She just kind of stands there like a tree.
Hey, other one.
She doesn't even know her name!
It's Marina.
Yeah, whatever you just said.
Other one.
Same old Mariah. I have no idea why her and Amber don't get along. They're so similar.
It's because they're so similar.
I break away from her, then just stare at her and smile. She wrinkles her nose.
I'd ask what you're doing here, but I guess it's not really that surprising, huh?
The only thing that's surprising is that you and your worst half are crazy enough to drive all the way out here because of the brat.
Oh no, anything for Tess. You guys could be in Timbuktu, and if it meant we could meet up, we'd make our motorhome float.
Gross, but thanks, I guess. The kid'll appreciate it.
Yeah. Gross.
Things have kind of been on the rocks lately.
That's awfully open for her.
Yeah. Well, things are always... Well, actually, they're not usually on the rocks up there. They're usually just straight or neat.
She looks up at the JC Saves license plate like she might be able to pray it into her hands. When she's not paying attention, Mr. Vendor's jaw pretty much drops to the table. He points back and forth. But why? Why is he... Oh, crap. Crappity crap, crap, crap. Mariah's the other bidder? Oh gosh, this makes way too much sense now. The scary numbers, the escalation, the harsh words.
Got a problem?
What? No, of course not. Stop being so silly, Mariah.
Well, I got a problem.
Oh no. Does she know I was the other bidder? If she finds out, she'll totally kill me. She'll use my bones as toothpicks, my scrunchie for floss.
Ew!
Really?
All I can do is smile. Maybe if I smile, she won't catch on, but Mariah's sharp, like a rusty nail. She'll absolutely see right through me, just like when we played poker.
Oh, yeah.
Sure do.
Not even sure those were words. They came out more like a growl.
And it's with the no good,
Here it comes.
lousy,
Please don't eat me, Mariah.
yellow-bellied,
I hope Amber finds my remains one day.
slouch who's trying to outbid me for that crusty old license plate I'm nabbing for my sister.
You're so thick. She thrusts her arm out and points a single claw at the license plate. Her cheeks puff out in frustration, and for the first time, Mariah doesn't seem so scary. Does she really not know it was me? Amber always said that Mariah was as dumb as the sled she was birthed from, but I don't think that's true. Maybe she's just not that perspective is all.
Dumb as the sludge she was birthed from.
Well, let's not look a gift horse in the mouth, shall we?
It's a good gift for her.
We both turn and look up at it together.
Do you think it'll make her happy?
Sure, it's her birthday, and she would deserve a gift, regardless, but I think it's more important than usual that she gets something that makes her happy. That's the whole reason I've been so intense about getting her something.
Nope.
Huh? Then why are you...
Because there's a difference between being happy and getting someone to smile, you ditz. Ah, crap, I said the quiet part out loud again.
The quiet part doesn't even bother me. Every single one of my brothers and sisters have called me something worse. Even the 5-year-old.
Perfect solution. Ask Mariah to go halvesies and don't tell her you're the other bidder. Yeah.
So, are you going for the smile then?
Hey, look at you with the brain cells and junk.
She sighs, then hides it with a yawn, then sighs again. Aw, she really is like Amber. She has trouble expressing herself in everything. Though it's cuter when you don't have to date the person.
But yeah, I am. I don't got what it takes to make her happy, and if I'm being real, I don't think anyone does. The kid's destined to be miserable, just like the rest of us.
Oh, I don't think that's true at all. Everyone has the chance to be happy. Sometimes it just takes some work. Maybe some support from people you know love you?
I nudge her with my elbow. A little hint hint from one big sister to another. Her face scrunches up like she just smelled something funny. I snap my elbow back into place.
You really believe that crap?
Sure.
I guess that makes you special then, huh? You got a perfect little life and you're always happy.
We were just talking about?
Well, no. Not always.
Something inside me tenses up.
Let's use that prize money to buy her therapy for her birthday. Maybe a doctor appointment.
Is it even most of the time?
All right, gotta go fast. James Brown.
It's the kind of feeling I get late at night when Amber's asleep and I just turn over to look at her. My emotions always get all jumbled up during those times.
Not lately.
I want to look at her and be in love, but recently I've only been able to think about how she might be better off without me. How she might be happier, less annoyed.
That's what I thought. Eventually, everyone's like that. Soon enough, it'll be Tess's turn.
I really wish I didn't have to hear this. It's a terrible way to look at the world. I just want to plug my ears until she's done with it. The worst thing that could happen is if I actually started to believe her.
But if I can stave that off a little longer, so she doesn't have to deal with it yet, then I guess I'll have done something kind of useful.
My heart dances and I feel my mood perk up with it. So she's not a Debbie Downer after all.
I don't think you actually believe that, Mariah.
Eh? How about you get a little closer and tell me what it is I believe?
Okay. Oopsie daisy! Time to course correct.
Well, it's just that even if you say all that stuff, you obviously care about her. I'm always worried about my brothers and sisters. About whether they're safe, staying out of trouble, and helping each other when they need it. When you share blood, it's just something that happens.
Blood is bullshit. Whole stupid notion of it. I know. Me and the squirt only share half of it. It doesn't matter if we share the same spit. It doesn't matter that she's my sister. All that matters is that she's Tess, and that's all the reason I need to want to help. So get out of my face with that family bond garbage, will ya?
Yeah, because her mom was like total crap.
Yeah.
And so she's like, nah, that doesn't mean anything.
Yeesh. So intense. But I think I might get what she's saying, even if I don't agree with all of it. You can't see DNA, so whether you're family or not doesn't really factor into whether you actually like the person. Lucky for me, I like all of my family. And Amber. And Tess. And I think I might even like Mariah, too.
1 minute left in the auction!
Mr. Vendor calls out from his booth, trying not to look at me while also trying to speak to me. He must have seen how scary Mariah was.
Guess that other guy was too chicken shit to show their dumb face after all.
You're dumb. You are so dumb. Mariah rushes over to the booth and grabs the black pen.
I would still like to tear them a new one, though. Oh, I'm gonna be dead broke because of their ass.
I think I'm gonna let Mariah have this one. It seems like it's more important for Tess to get it from her than me. Me and Amber will just have to figure out something else to give her. While Mariah is scribbling on the paper, I take the chance to step away. It's time for me to get back to the booth. I'm pretty sure I'm about to reach my limit, but we'll see how much more of it I can take. If only I could be a little braver and speak my mind to Amber, like Mariah. Her voice echoes out from behind me, breaking through the thick crowd.
Yeah! I win! In your dumb face, sucker! Come at the queen and you better not miss!
Cool, don't ask her where to find her later or anything. Yeah.
Well, maybe not too much like Mariah.
Amber, dun dun. I've got another scene I can think. Hours later, there's a huge crowd around our table. When Marina came back empty-handed from shopping for Tess, she was met with dozens of hungry customers. It was more people than I even expected to attend this convention in total, waiting with cash in hand and demanding to be fed. That's the thing, if you're doing food, like, people aren't gonna be coming at the beginning, like, right around hour 4. The line is so long, it seems to stretch most of the way through the already tightly packed hall. Unfortunately, they're all in line for the alien burger stand that's set up a couple booths away from us. Their line is so long, it dwarfs a number of the smaller vendors' queues.
How about a snack while you wait in line? We've got homemade marshmallow treats.
Oh, no thanks. I'm trying to eat healthier.
Future burger eater.
There's more to life than burgers. Like dessert. Who doesn't love sweets?
I don't.
Contrary kid, was that a kid?
Yep. Bless her heart, Marina doesn't give up. She's been at it for a while. After failing to get a hold of Tess, I told her that she should just go enjoy the con herself. I even offered to go with her again, but she's chosen to stick around here. We've had a handful of customers, but the total sales so far wouldn't even buy the 3 of us lunch. Oh. None of us really acknowledge it, but I'm sure we're all aware. Cassie, at least, doesn't seem too upset. That or she does a good job of hiding it. Finally, I get tired of just standing around and need an excuse to stretch my legs a bit.
Amber taps me on the shoulder.
I'm gonna go get some water. You want anything?
Hook a duck. I want to hook a duck.
Like a million different things come to mind. A million different snarky answers. I want a lot of things, Amber, is what I want to say.
I'm good, thanks.
She leaves. Everything sucks.
Except this soundtrack.
Our stupid booth sucks. These customers suck.
You just need to go eat. You need to eat right now. That's what you need.
Excuse me. This convention sucks. Why? My brain screams at itself for the 1000th time. Did you agree to this? Because I answer, it's not like Amber will listen. I guess it's not like I could have known that Amber would remember the super hot girl who she ran into exactly one time in her life. And even less likely that she'd be the only other person in the world who Amber actually likes. But of course, against all odds, that's what happened. Congratulations, Marina, you finally got your big Las Vegas jackpot. I think I've done an okay job of keeping my cool. I'm pretty sure Amber doesn't even realize I'm upset. That's part of the problem too. The one time that there's something I want to do, and of course Amber can't help but remind me at every turn that she doesn't want to be here.
Hey.
Oh no. Please don't try to talk to me, not alone. I should have gone with Amber. I look back hoping that she's talking to a customer or someone else. But no, she's looking straight at me.
Do you want to sit down? Chair's open.
Oh, sure.
Sitting down, comfort. Right, those things exist. Shut up! Shut up! I try to come up with a good reason to say no, even as I'm nodding and walking behind the booth. I sit down. I smooth my skirt. I crack my knuckles. I crack my neck. I crack my back. I look at the floor. I look at my shoes. I look at everything except Cassie because I know she's looking at me and I don't want to make eye contact.
So, thanks for all your help.
Don't mention it.
Literally, please don't.
Those were legitimately the best marshmallow treats I've ever had, too. If I ever make them again, I'm going to use your trick.
Thanks.
That actually makes me pretty happy to hear. Not that I'm gonna tell her that.
Yours were pretty good, too.
I'm not lying. They were fine. They just weren't as good as mine. And they were better than Amber's.
Thanks. I've had a bit of practice. Not as much as you, though, it sounds like.
You an only child?
Nah, I've got a little brother back home. Just the one, though. He's 14.
What's he like?
He's a real shithead.
Okay.
I love him, though.
It's an
Apparently,
affectionate.
he's really good at football, so that's what he's focusing on.
One of my brothers plays football, too. Although between us all, I think we have, like, every major sport covered.
You play any?
Nope, I'm not really.
Good at stuff.
Athletic, I guess.
Yeah, me neither. So, what is your thing, then?
Huh? What thing?
Like, what are you into? Not sports, apparently.
Oh, I like traveling and camping. Outdoorsy stuff.
That's how you and Amber ended up together, then?
Yeah, something like that.
It bothers me, but the answers that I gave don't really feel right. I don't really love those things, do I?
Oh, the game's getting all existential and
They're fun,
real.
sure, but they're still Amber's hobbies. I'm just along for the ride. When I think that, I get a funny feeling in my stomach, like a pit just opened up and I'm falling inside it. This is pretty much the worst place in the world to have a panic attack, so I distract myself with the first thing that comes to mind.
What about you? I have no idea what it's like living in a city where stuff like happens.
It's not all it's cracked up to be out here, that's for sure. I moved out here a couple years ago because I thought the same thing, but turns out that the idea of living in Las Vegas is way different than the real thing.
Where'd you move from?
Cassie smirks.
New Mexico. Albuquerque, specifically.
Ugh, so you can relate then.
New Mexico girls.
Totally. I didn't really have anything going for me here, but I didn't have anything going for me there either. So I figured, what the hell? I may as well make a change and do something with my life.
So you came out here?
Yeah, dumb, right? Nothing really changed, though. Guess I brought my problems with me.
I don't think that's dumb. I'm here for practically the same reason. Just took the first chance to get the heck out of where I was.
And that was Amber?
I wanted to say no, that I just happened to meet Amber along the way, but...
Pretty much. I didn't get very far. If my dad had come to get me or something, then I'd probably still be there right now.
Seems like you two take good care of each other.
Me and my dad?
Marina.
No, you and Amber.
Duh, of course she meant Amber, you dummy.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
If Amber was here, I'm sure she'd say something about how she's the one who takes care of me. Which, I mean, isn't entirely wrong. But it's not entirely true, either. But if Amber was here, I'm sure she wouldn't understand why.
So, where are you two heading after you leave Vegas?
This girl never stops talking, does she? But the moment I feel annoyed by that, I feel bad too. She's just trying to be friendly. Yes? Do you have anything to say?
That's just me all the time. Like I'll catch myself getting annoyed at something or someone, and I'm like, no, I shouldn't be getting annoyed at this because I know that they're being nice and they're only meaning well. And then I feel bad at myself for getting annoyed, which then like the mood is hard to be like, it's hard to take that and be like, oh, okay, no, I don't need, like, there's no mouse behind them, so I should banish that.
You shove your feelings down.
But instead it turns into, I feel bad for having gotten mad about that, and so that I still am in this kind of grumpy state. It's terrible. It's terrible. Sup, elite PV.
Yo, yo! Cheers! It's not her fault that things are weird with me and Amber. And besides, maybe they're not. Maybe it's just in my head and I'm the weird one. Maybe you're hungry. I should be happy that Amber's made a friend for once. Doesn't change how I feel, though. I get so wrapped up in thinking that I almost forget to respond.
Oh, I'm not sure yet. We don't ever really plan anything. We just sort of figure it out as we go along.
The most awesome couple on Twitch. Oh, thanks.
Anywhere that you really want to see someday?
A couple of places, I guess. Like New York and those big cities. I've never been to the other side of the country. Ooh, or San Francisco, just because it always looks so nice in movies. Or maybe Portland.
I want to go to Portland.
All of them.
What's in Portland?
It just looks pretty.
There's a troll under a bridge.
Can't argue with you there.
We sit back down and I check my phone just for something to do with my hands. No new messages. I keep hoping Tess will text me back. Does it say something about me that the person I text most is an 11-year-old? Maybe, but I don't want to know what.
I've always wanted to see New York too. I feel like that's what real cities are supposed to be like. Skyscrapers and subways and millions of people.
Millions of people.
Right? Honestly, that's what I thought Las Vegas would be like.
Vegas is such a weird, like, dense little island in the middle of nothing.
Yep.
It's such a weird enigma.
Disappointed with the reality?
Only a little.
Well, that makes two of us again. Why not ask Amber to go check out one of those places? If you two don't ever have a destination in mind.
Maybe.
Whoa!
Thanks.
Thank you for the cheer. She sure does bring up Amber a lot.
Speaking of, I wonder where she is. The vending machine isn't that far away.
Who knows?
I don't mean to be snappy with her, but it comes out that way. I hope that maybe my tone went unnoticed, but I can tell by the way Cassie raises her eyebrows that it didn't. Nice going, Marina. You're on a roll today. Still, seconds after saying her name, Amber appears from around a different corner than the one she went down. Why does that make me so nervous?
Boom, boom. Do we want to? I mean, we're at time technically. I don't know exactly how soon we are to like a scene really ending though.
Yeah, I don't mind.
Let's just keep going a bit. I feel.
Oh, okay.
Oh. We'll
finish the conversation.
Yeah.
This is making me feel awkward.
Yep. Marina and Cassie are both right where I left them, as are every single item we have for sale. No surprises there. I shove my way through some shambling burger customers and slide back behind our booth.
You get lost on the way?
Actually, yeah. Couldn't find the vending machine, so I let myself get ripped off and bought one of these.
I hold up the bottle for them both to see. It's a souvenir plastic bottle with the convention's logo covering most of it.
Filled with the finest tap water from a water fountain.
I take a sip and try to ignore the plasticky aftertaste.
Did I miss anything?
Not at all.
Mare didn't talk your ear off, did she?
I put my hand on Marina's shoulder, but she shrugs it off with a cold look.
Nope. I think I might have talked hers off, though.
Wow, I'm shocked. I would have figured you got her whole life story while I was gone.
The problem is it's like, when you're kind of new with interacting with different people, like, you kind of stick to what you know, even if it doesn't work with them.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure, like, she and her grandpa, like, would kind of, like, rag each other all the time.
Yeah.
And, like, whether or not that was a good thing, that's what they knew.
Uh-huh.
And so, like, Amber's she knows something's going on with Marina. She knows something's bad, but, like, she doesn't know what to do about it, and so she just defaults into autopilot, which is the problem. Marina rolls her eyes and stands up, stalking past me to go pointlessly rearrange the items on display once again. Amber, you doof. Yep.
Nah, just talked about where we're from and how we ended up here. Turns out the two of us have a lot in common.
Seriously?
Yeah, we've both got the same kind of wanderlust, I think. Only difference is I never got to burn mine off on an epic road trip with my girlfriend.
I take a seat on the now empty chair.
Hey, the RV's always got room for one more if you
No! Amber, no!
I'm sure Marina would be cool with it too.
Oh,
right,
no.
Oh, Amber, you... Oh, that was dumb.
Very, very stupid.
That was just dense. There's a loud... Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. There's a loud rattle as Marina spills a basket of candy on the ground. One of the packs explodes open, sending shrapnel of chocolate and peanut brittle scattering. Amber, wait, no! I don't think it's gonna go that way.
Mare?
Oh, she's gonna blow up. Oh,
I stand up right as Marina's hand tightens into a fist. Oh, shoot. When I place my hand on her shoulder this time, she doesn't shrug it off, but I can feel her body shaking. When she finally turns around, there are tears in her eyes. Oh my gosh. Oh, crap.
That's where we ended.
All right, that's where we're ending it for tonight.
Do you feel anything?
Oh, you're so stupid! Amber, no! Gosh dang it. Ah!
Nice going.
Are you sure you want to quit? Yep. Nah, not yet.
See, now I can play out my own fantasies.
Now you can. I feel rage, Joe. Thanks for asking.
We
No.
will keep going. Just
We will
a
keep going.
different
Just
day.
Oh, why are you not in focus?
Because I'm back here. I was leaning forward most of the time.
Oh, okay. Now you're more in focus.
Yeah.
So that'll we'll triangle that onto Saturday.
Yeah, maybe we'll put that on Saturday. Straight.
Ah!
Really interesting story though. Like, man, I love this writing. That's how you.
What is Corpse Party? What is Corpse Party? Is it it's one of those RPG Maker games.
Okay.
Texting someone when she dropped her phone.
I actually want to do that one for Spooktober, so maybe we won't rate on
Oh
that
yeah.
one. Yeah, there's a couple of those old RPG Maker games that I'm interested in doing. Spooktober. Kind of the Yume Nikki feel vibe stuff. Marina will be in a perpetual state of rage tears for 2 days.
The thing is, I personally feel those rage tears. They're hot and you're shaking because you're usually so in control. And then something sends you over the edge.
My heart, my emotions, drowning in a sea of them. Man, we've got so many cliffhangers going on. Two whole cliffhangers.
Whew.
All right, what do we got tomorrow? We got sexy business tomorrow.
Yeah.
We got to take a break from the high tense drama of
I can quench
demon
my
witches.
thirst.
It's just gonna be pure thirsty business time with Max Gentleman's sexy business tomorrow.
Yes.
Nothing but raunchiness and monies and business numbers and Victorian times and it's gonna be great.
Yay, thirsty business! Oh my gosh, you're still here.
Yeah. So yeah, we're probably not gonna get to Clannad this month, but that's okay.
That's all right. It's long and
money's my favorite. Yeah. So depending if we finish thirsty business, sex, it's the same. I might stop in tomorrow. So yeah, Saturday's probably gonna be finishing up these two. That's probably what it's gonna be. Yeah. But
what two?
Sexy business if it's not finished, and then
it's
if we do finish,
not gonna be finished.
I don't know. We were pretty close on our thing. We'll see.
I bet there's another level.
We'll see. Highway Blossoms would take priority over sexy business for finishing, though. I think. Sexy business feels like a game that you play for hours and hours. Yeah, it kind of does. Yeah, it's kind of got that vibe. It could be kind of an eternal one.
And there's so many hot people we haven't met yet.
With tiny incremental advances. Yes. Yes. We probably won't go as long as we did last time, though, because we probably won't be drinking Bang.
Oh, right. It was that one, wasn't it?
I have insider sexy business info if you want it.
Oh. That's right. You were playing it, weren't you? I saw Discord. I saw Discord the other day.
Yeah, that's a really narrow depth of field that I've got on right now. Yeah, so I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday.
Tomorrow is Friday.
Today's Thursday. Okay, cool.
Is that a relief?
That's a relief.
Okay.
Uh-oh. What did I just do?
You just used your gut to shake the table and therefore the camera.
I did. You shouldn't be touching. Yet touching you are. Camera.
Yeah, this was an interesting episode just to see into Mariah's mind a little bit more.
Yeah. I like that. I like it. I like you guys. You guys are cool. Thanks for coming by.
I like you guys.
Thanks for trangling through. Thanks for breaking my cow lamp. Thanks for sitting on my couch and for petting my cat. And we'll see you guys tomorrow.
That could be interpreted.
Oh, no, bad, no.
It is February.
How dare you? It is February. That's my fault. Everything is on the table in February.
Everything's an innuendo.
Everything's on the table in February. And everyone.
Uh-oh.
All right, you nerds. Love ya.
Bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye.